Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Minecraft. We're standing here in front of the rail station, which, if we were to look at the map, is actually not on the map, but basically, if you take the minecart track from here, it'll go in that direction, and it's just past the village in the top right corner. So if you look at these tracks, they go right past there. Today, I actually wanted to show the big project that I've been working on that probably none of you remember. Several months ago, I mentioned that I was working on a really big scale project that was involving lots of nether quartz. So we're going to check it out. And I don't have a minecart, so we're going to grab one really quick. Now I mentioned that every time I've been going into the nether, I've been coming out with about 10 stacks of nether quartz. And that is actually, oh yeah, we can look at this map here. It's been a while since I've actually used this one, but there you go. You can basically see what's going on there. So due west is village number 3 in our desert, so that'll give you an idea of where we are. Anyways, I have gathered a good amount of nether quartz, let's just say. This is actually the wrong area. We are going to want to go this way, to the Great Wall. It's one of the more impressive things I think I built, and I didn't do the whole progress of building it just because it's actually not very exciting while I was building it, but I do like the final project, or final result of it, you know. Certain things are more entertaining to build, and certain things just look better when they're actually built. So, hopefully everything renders alright, and yeah, here we go, coming right up to it. So here we are. This is the structure that... Thank you. I just got done playing Counter-Strike, so I pressed Q to switch to last weapon, if that makes any sense. So yeah, this is what I like to call the Great Wall. Now, it's not done completely. Just the outside, really. There's nothing inside as of yet. You can hear there are monsters spawning in there. If we actually took a peek inside... Well, how do I want to do this? Basically, they're empty inside, but I did leave room in here so that I could build stuff in it eventually. And I think it's pretty cool looking, honestly. Like I said, this was a metric butt ton of quartz blocks, and a pretty reasonable amount of iron as well to get all these bars. But as you know, I'm not having a shortage of iron. But yeah, that's it. May not look like too much, but it took quite a long time to actually complete. And I would like to show sort of a little bit of the terraforming that I did to actually complete it. So, if we head on up here, let me see. I actually did make this a couple layers thick, but if I were to dig into here, you can see this whole side of the mountain is actually hollow. I just terraformed it so that it would, you know, look correct. By the way, that door just goes down to a branch mine, so don't worry about that too much. Unless you want to go down there, that's cool. But I very much like this, and I'm looking forward to building probably a village in here. Maybe a tower in the middle, that would look cool. I don't know, it's still up in the air. You can get a view of what's actually going on in here. As you can see, it's just empty right now. And in fact, if we dig into here, you'll see this is all hollow as well, so I haven't done anything with that yet. But I like it. And the name we're going with is the Great Wall, at least for now. I'm trying to remember how the heck I actually got out of here last time. I guess we're just going to do this for now. I think I can make it just with that. Yeah. We'll just go with that for now. But let me know what you think of this, because I like it. And like I said, I'm looking forward to building in it. Maybe carting some villagers over here, or just doing the whole zombie thing. And I'm still debating whether I'm going to make a village inside, or actually just make the village inside of the wall itself.
Avast virus database has been updated.
Thank you, Avast virus database, for updating. It was rather wonderful of you. Although if memory serves, I think you guys actually aren't able to hear that. But anyways. The other thing I was thinking about, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by a sound you may or may not have heard, was that I would just put the entire village actually inside of the wall. So have, you know, little house type areas in there, put all the villagers in there, set up some like shopping areas. That might be cool. Another option, of course, is to build into the mountain here and have that connect to the structure itself. So there's a lot of options here, and I'm interested to hear feedback as to what people think might be interesting. Because again, a village, an actual village in the center might be kind of cool, but it would have to be small because there really isn't a lot of building space here, if you really look at it. A tower in the middle might be neat. I don't know. We will think about it. The other cool thing about this is because I've sort of put these little corners of it, as it were, corners or towers or whatever you want to call them, it's very much set up to be another rail station. You know, obviously that one goes off in that direction, but you know, if I do want to keep continuing off, very much ready to, you know, just have track going off from all of these. Always thinking about the future, as it were. So I did want to show off something else I've been working on. This, forgive me, this is probably going to be more of a look at this stuff that I've been doing episode rather than a we're going to work on a project episode. Which again, I think it's fine every once in a while. I believe I put ladders on here. No, I didn't get around to doing that. Okay, that's fine. So what I wanted to do was show you some terraforming that I've been doing in this area. Feather falling will save me. I'm going to show you... Obviously I haven't lit anything in here yet, because I haven't been... Well, except for building, I haven't been spending really any time over here. So what I want to do is show you guys the before, because I made a backup before I started working on this. So show you what the before looks like, and then show you the after. So probably what I will do is actually just record looking at all of these different areas, and then probably edit them in such a way that you can see the before and after. So let's do that. Okay, so we're loaded into the backup right now. So this is the old version before I started messing with it. In this area, this is basically on the edge of what was previously generated before Anvil, the new, world generation system. So there's a lot of messed up chunks. So if we take a look over here, We got this straight line. Not so good. This side worked with a little bit already. And this I'd already done as well, so I don't have what that looked like before, but then of course we got another one over here. Not so good. Okay, now this is the same area after I've gone over it. This is that same chunk error, basically. And I just sort of went over it, smoothed it out, made it look like part of the natural terrain. Some TNT was involved in the process, and I will leave it at that. Of course, Fraps is running, so Minecraft doesn't want to render properly, but there you go. Now you can see there. Now you can see an example of it. You probably would not notice that I'd even worked with it had I not said anything. Same thing over here. This is where that other sheer wall was. I rather like it. Okay, so back in the backup, the previous version. So that's the wall. And another nasty little area over here, as you can see. Things are pretty screwed up here. And also over here. Yeah, not so good. Okay, and back in the current version. As you can see, I've once again gone through and basically smoothed it out, made it look more natural. And you'll see also here, just kind of smoothed it out as well. Some of the areas that were a little bit more jagged and not quite natural looking. But I think it's pretty nice. As I said, I think it looks good enough that you probably wouldn't have noticed had I not said anything. And as with what I did over there, if we actually go over here, you'll see this is completely hollow. I just built it up. Was it like that? It doesn't matter. Okay, now we're over here. Now for this horrible mess. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, it gets worse. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it keeps going. Mm-hmm. It keeps going. Render, please. Thank you. So again, pretty gross. Okay, and now the fixed version. Basically just made things a little bit less uniform, a little bit less straight. And I actually ended up filling in a lot of the sand with dirt to pretty good effect, I think. Let's take a look over here. To me, it just seems to flow quite a bit better. If you recall, all of this is actually sand. So I have kept some of the desert, and I left that because it's funny. But I just sort of smoothed it out, as it were. And I think it looks better, especially from up there. It just looks a lot better. Finishing up over here with the lake, which I extended out. Render, please. There we go. Connecting all this together, and yeah. Pretty good. Okay, and last part. What a nightmare. This is good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So many screwed up chunks. Oh, yep, look at that. Horrible. And here's what we ended up with. Quite nice. Obviously you can tell that the biome is different. This is a desert biome still, if I were to go to my F3 menu. But other than that, I think it flows quite well. Got rid of a lot of that messy look. And I rather like it. Obviously I didn't want to do an entire series of episodes in which I was replacing all of this dirt, all the sand with dirt rather. So I figured I would finish it all and sort of stuff it into a HGTV style before and after thing. But I like it. And this will give you an example of sort of what I was talking about before in the previous episode when I was replacing all the dirt and all the sand to make everything more uniform. This is a more practical example of that versus going underwater and doing it, which was stupid. But I very much like it, and that sort of shows you what I was talking about when I was giving my vision of what the world would look like after I was done with it. I've done similar things over here in the water, but just to a lesser extent. Basically just what you can see here is going to be sand. If we actually go down in the water, you'll see it's all dirt down here, but that doesn't matter because I don't really go down there anyway. But just from the surface, it's really clean looking. So there's that. I've been working on this for quite a while. I mean, since the last episode came out, and been working on the secret project for a very long time, since many episodes ago. Again, still trying to strike that balance between, doing a project versus if it's just a big, mindless building project. It's not really that entertaining, so yeah. And then by the time I'd gotten far enough along in it, I didn't want to spoil it till it was looking its best. So there's that. Let's head on back to base, and I will give my closing thoughts. Okay, back at base camp. So that's pretty much what I had planned for this episode. We're already at about the 20-minute mark. Next time we will be back to projects. But as I said, I didn't think that actually chronicling that landscaping would be all that exciting, so I figured it'd be better to just finish it all and then show you guys what I'd done with it. So as for next time, I really don't have any ideas yet. I mean, there's plenty of stuff that I have left to work on. Oh, our lights just kicked on. Must be turning nighttime. Yep. So, if you have something you'd like to see me work on within the world, let me know. As always, it's not guaranteed that I will actually do it, because it does still have to be something that I want to work on, but, yeah. Let me know. I mean, possible things. Some work that still needs to be done in this village. I could go fix up the man cave area. We could work on the nether fast travel stuff, because I haven't really messed around with that too much more. We could renovate the citadel area with the floating island, because that still needs to be done. Lots of stuff that, I have on my list of things to get to. Or we could just do a bloggy episode, because that happens sometimes. Before we go, quick little problem. If anybody knows how to fix it, I would be most obliged. Still having the problem with the leashes not working correctly. So if I tie him up here, and I just leave him here, I'll leave the chunks, come back, 30 minutes later, whatever, and the leash will be broken and he'll be standing here. And this happens with all my horses wherever I tie them up. It's really annoying, and I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be happening. So if anybody knows how to fix that, that would be nice. And in the meantime, I'm just basically leaving them fenced in because otherwise they'd just wander away. And of course they can't get out because this area is all walled off, but it's still annoying. So yeah, I would like to hear if you guys know about that. Anyways, that's pretty much all I had for this time. Let me know what you thought of the end result there. I will continue to terraform off camera, and possibly if it's something as dramatic as that, let you guys see the results afterwards. So I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Until then.